America that people might not recognize.
Well, I think you're right. Iran has been sponsoring this, but Qatar has to choose. You know, I think our newly appointed ambassador says you can't fund the arsonists and the firefighters at the same time. You can't do that. You know, so you have to choose which side are you on.
Yeah.
You can't play all sides. Choose. And you know, they recently helped us with the ceasefire, the temporary ceasefire. But they were hosting these Hamas terrorists. Choose.
Yeah.
Choose. If that choice is made stark and clear, I think it'll help everyone. It'll help everyone in the Middle East, everyone in the world. And it will help also get the facts straight. The most important thing is people have to, you say they have to get the facts straight. They don't know any facts. They don't even have crooked facts or, false facts. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
They just say, you know, Israel is the bad guy and they go in. I think America has no greater friend than Israel, no greater ally.
Agreed.
And Israel doesn't have a greater ally than the United States. And most of the American people understand that.
They do. And we've got to make sure that we continue that understanding. Because as you said, Prime Minister, there's the little devil, the big devil in that ideology.
Right.
And if people understood for many in a very terrorist mindset or an ideology that are raised that way, it is death to America. And they might not be speaking that. They are.
They do.
They are.
They do.
They are.
They
But they'd say it's not just about the destruction of Israel. It doesn't stop there. And I believe that is because of the foundation of faith. I believe that because we know two things, that America was founded on Judeo-Christian values and Israel is founded on Father Abraham. And we are out of that. And so we clearly understand that, many of us here in America, but we've got to make sure that we're educating the generations after us and continue to preach this, teach this, talk this, have it over dinner, research it, get the information, get it right, as you said.
But, you know, people sometimes think that everything that trends that you saw before will continue indefinitely into the future. For example, people question whether the younger generation in Israel, which resorts sometimes to TikTok and other things, will they fight for our country and for our survival and our future when the test comes? They fought and fight like lions, like lions.
Yes.
The Bible says they shall rise like lions, and they did, and they do. And people here say the next generation of Christians are being weaned away or waning in their support for Israel, maybe, but maybe also in their, in their commitment to America's traditional values. Who says that's got to continue?
Right.
I think there's a change happening right now. I think it just happened.
Yeah, I do
I think
too.
a change just happened. And people seek spiritual content for their lives. And many are coming back to religion. And when they do, and when they look for the sources, the wellsprings of our civilization, our societies, they'll come back to the roots. And the roots came from that land that you visit, that piece of land at the edge of Asia, the edge of the Mediterranean is where it's all started. And, I gave 4 speeches before the joint session of Congress, okay? And every time I go there, I stand on that podium and I look at that hall. That's actually the mother of all democracies, the assembly of all assemblies, okay? The parliament of all parliaments. And I look at the wall, right? Smack looking at me is the tablet that says Moses, the lawgiver. It actually has a quote from the Bible, I think. I'm quite sure. And that's the foundation.
Yes.
They spoke about a city on the hill, founding fathers of America.
Right.
That city was Jerusalem. America was founded as the new Jerusalem, connected to the original Jerusalem. And that's a partnership that I think is not going to disappear. I think we may be at a cusp, at a turning point where that enthusiasm, in fact, is re-energized. And I think it's going to happen.
I do too. And let me encourage you with this, because I'm sure there's, the fake news media all over the world. America right now is experiencing a 22% increase in Bible sales.
Really?
Huge. And then churches are actually, what is growing are young churches. So, and when I say that, a demographic, the people that are returning are going to church for the first time by the droves. The percentages that are increasing the highest are men that are under 30.
So Paul, you just gave me an idea. Yeah, you just gave me an idea. Yeah. So I have this Bible study thing, right? To be honest, the war got in the way. Although I read the Bible during the war, but I didn't have time to assemble people. So my idea is this. Just coming out of this interview. So we do this internet Bible study group, and we bring in English speakers, and we take a portion of the Bible and we discuss it. And I think that may actually, let's see how that goes.
That would be phenomenal.